Before Donald Trump became the 45th president of the United States, before The Apprentice, before the political rallies, he was something you probably never knew about. Yes, you heard that right. The man who would lead America was once body-slamming billionaires, shaving heads and taking finishing moves in a wrestling ring in front of 80,000 screaming fans. This is the shocking untold story of Donald Trump's secret WWE career. And trust me, it's wilder than you think. I'm Big Screapy, and we uncover the stories they don't want you to know. Let's dive in. Our story begins in 1988. Donald Trump was already a real estate mogul and celebrity businessman, but he had something WWE desperately needed: his Atlantic City casino, Trump Plaza. WWE founder Vince McMahon wanted to host WrestleMania for at Trump Plaza. It was perfect. Massive venue, media attention, and the Trump name brought legitimacy to wrestling. Trump agreed, but he wasn't just a venue owner. He wanted to be part of the show. At WrestleMania 4 and 5 in 1988 and 1989, Trump appeared on camera, sitting ringside, being introduced to the crowd. The fans loved it. Here was a billionaire in their world at a wrestling show. This planted a seed. Trump loved the attention. Vince loved the publicity, and their friendship was born. But this was just the beginning. The real story happens almost 20 years later. Fast forward to 2007. Trump is now a household name thanks to his hit TV show, The Apprentice. "You're fired" is one of the most famous catchphrases in America. WWE is at the peak of its popularity, and Vince McMahon has an idea: bring Trump back, but this time, make him a character in their storylines. In January 2007, Trump returns to WWE on Monday Night Raw, and he drops a bombshell. Trump announces he's buying Monday Night Raw from Vince McMahon. He promises no commercials, free tickets, and even starts giving away money to fans in the audience. The crowd went insane, of course. This was all scripted, but it worked perfectly. Ratings skyrocketed. Trump was entertaining, and this set up one of the most legendary WWE storylines ever: the Battle of the Billionaires. Here's the setup: two billionaires, two egos. One wrestling ring, Trump and McMahon would each pick a wrestler to represent them at WrestleMania 23. The losing billionaire gets their head shaved in front of over 80,000 fans, live. Trump chose Bobby Lashley, a powerhouse wrestler, former military undefeated champion. McMahon chose Umaga, a savage, unstoppable Samoan wrestler who destroyed everyone in his path. The hype was massive. Sports media covered it. News outlets talked about it. This wasn't just wrestling anymore. This was mainstream entertainment. And the special guest referee, Stone Cold Steve Austin, the most popular wrestler of all time. April 1st, 2007, Ford Field in Detroit, Michigan. 80,103 fans packed the stadium, the largest crowd for an indoor event in American history at that time. And Trump was about to get physical. The atmosphere was electric. When Trump's music hit, the crowd erupted. When McMahon walked out, they booed like crazy. Both billionaires stood at ringside as their wrestlers battled. But here's what shocked everyone: Trump didn't just watch. At one point in the match, McMahon tried to interfere. Trump jumped from his seat, grabbed McMahon, and tackled him to the ground. The crowd went ballistic. A 60-year-old billionaire in a suit physically attacking another billionaire at a wrestling show. The match was intense. Umaga dominated early, but Lashley fought back. And then, the finish. Lashley hits his finishing move, the spear, covers Umaga. Stone Cold counts. 1, 2, 3. Trump wins. But now came the most iconic moment. Time to shave Vince McMahon's head. Trump, McMahon, Lashley, and Stone Cold all enter the ring. McMahon is seated in a chair, and Trump grabs the clippers. Trump shaves McMahon's head while 80,000 fans chant and cheer. McMahon is humiliated, screaming, trying to fight back, but it's done. Then Stone Cold Steve Austin looks at Trump, stares at him, and before Trump can react, Stone Cold Stunner. Trump goes down. The crowd explodes. Trump just took one of wrestling's most famous finishing moves and sold it perfectly. Trump made a few more appearances on WWE TV after WrestleMania, continuing the storyline. But eventually his wrestling run ended. Or did it? In 2013, WWE inducted Donald Trump into the WWE Hall of Fame. Celebrity wing. Alongside names like Mike Tyson and Mr. T. Trump was now officially a WWE Hall of Famer. His speech at the ceremony? Classic Trump, bragging about ratings, crowd sizes, and how great he was. But here's the thing. His time in WWE wasn't just entertainment, it was training. Wrestling teaches you how to work a crowd, how to create drama, how to make people love you or hate you. It doesn't matter which, as long as they're paying attention. Sound familiar? When Trump announced his presidential campaign in 2015, political experts laughed. But wrestling fans? They weren't surprised. The rallies looked like wrestling promos. The nicknames, Crooked Hillary, Lion Ted, straight out of WWE. The dramatic entrances, the catchphrases, the way he commanded crowds. This was the same man who learned entertainment from Vince McMahon. And here's a crazy connection. Linda McMahon, Vince's wife, became Trump's administrator of small business in his cabinet. The WWE White House pipeline was real. Love him or hate him, you can't deny. Trump's WWE experience shaped his political style. He understood what Vince McMahon knew for decades. Entertainment wins, drama wins, and if you can make people watch, you can make people follow.
From body-slamming billionaires in Atlantic City to running the United States of America. From taking stone-cold stunners to taking the oath of office. Donald Trump's journey from WWE superstar to president is one of the most bizarre and fascinating stories in modern history. Was WWE just entertainment? Or was it the training ground for the most unconventional political career ever? You decide. This is now. If this story shocked you, you need to know about Big Screapy. We don't just cover what's trending, we uncover what's hidden. The secrets, the untold stories, the facts that mainstream media won't tell you. Every week we dive deep into the hidden pasts of celebrities, politicians, and historical figures. The stories that shaped our world but nobody talks about. And next week, Barack Obama's journey from broke and in debt to becoming president. He made $13,000 a year as a community organizer. He lost elections. He maxed out credit cards. How did he go from that to the White House? Subscribe right now so you don't miss it. Hit that notification bell. This is Big Screapy, uncovering the world's hidden stories.